In October 2023, Israel's defense intelligence system failed to anticipate a massive surprise attack. This happened despite possessing unparalleled access to digital signals, intercepted communications, and cutting-edge AI models. The system successfully captured every relevant signal. The failure stemmed from a breakdown in interpretation, proving that a technologically perfect dashboard can still leave operators blind to reality. Intelligence experts call this phenomenon Data Morgana. Much like a physical mirage, it creates a false sense of certainty. Clean, highly structured data projects an image of clarity that vanishes upon closer inspection. This mirage is powered by the illusion of explanatory depth. When we look at a beautifully organized digital model, our brains assume we grasp the complex, chaotic reality it represents. This vulnerability exists at every stage of the modern data pipeline. From how data is collected, how it is processed, and finally interpreted, we can see how our perception of reality is being systematically degraded. The first stage is data collection. Behavioral metrics record what an action is, like a mouse click, a product purchase, or a site visit. But the process of converting messy human action into a standardized number often strips away the psychological reasons driving that behavior. In early 2022, Netflix lost over 1 million subscribers and half its stock value. Inside their headquarters, behavioral data looked incredibly strong, showing massive total viewing hours. Those viewing hours were inflated by a COVID cloud, where multiple users shared single accounts during lockdowns. The data masked a shift in the outside world. Post-lockdown motivations were moving away from streaming as people returned to physical spaces. When structured dashboards obscure this situational reality of the physical world, leaders suffer a loss of context. Pristine data, detached from human framing, becomes a liability. The second stage is algorithmic processing. Machine learning relies on historical parameters. Because these systems classify inputs based on fixed categories, they tend to discard contradictions and weak cues as irrelevant noise. Nike recently executed a pivot toward a direct-to-consumer model. They reduced their wholesale retail partnerships to focus on their own proprietary digital ecosystem, aiming for total control over their data. By hyper-focusing on their own algorithms, Nike missed faint signals of product fatigue. Those early warnings were happening on physical retail floors, right next to competitors' shoes, places their digital data stream couldn't reach. Algorithms cannot detect what they are not built to see. This results in a loss of signal, leaving organizations blind to offline shifts until it is too late to react. The final stage is human interpretation. Here, we encounter automation bias, a psychological tendency to trust fast, consistent machine outputs over messy, contradictory human intuition. As algorithmic output volume increases, human oversight often drops. We gradually stop analyzing deeply and simply accept suggested answers because agreeing with a computer requires less mental effort. In the 2023 Israeli failure, human analysts stationed near the border picked up on anomalous routines and subtle cues of deception, submitting fragmented warnings into the system. The organization ignored these human warnings because they contradicted the AI model's low-risk assessment. The system was designed to prioritize operational efficiency over critical human judgment. This loss of judgment marks the point where we simply stop asking what the machine might have missed. Machines bring speed and scale, but humans provide the irreplaceable layers of nuance and context. Protecting our understanding requires us to narrate the why. Every data point needs to be re-anchored to the human motivations and concerns behind the numbers to keep meaning from disappearing. We must also learn to leverage dissonance. The most valuable insights often hide in the anomalies, the things that don't fit the model, or the absences in the data stream. Finally, organizations have to protect human override. This means shifting culture to reward thoughtful dissent and critical pushback against automated conclusions. Effective navigation relies on the digital map, provided we maintain the human skill required to walk the actual terrain.